Let's get cracking on finishing up this transition here. Like I mentioned in the last video, I'm thinking that it's a bit too abrupt when we just kind of drop out of this one and then into the Anoyo section. So I'd like to buy us some time, probably insert 4 bars. It's probably good enough. So we'll just go up to edit and then go down to this insert time, and we're going to insert silence at locators again, and we'll pop in 4 bars of emptiness there. So I'll zoom out a little bit, and what we're going to put in there is we'll grab good old Anoyo, and let's grab that section just so we have a little start of it. And sure, well, let's copy some automation data. And then I don't want to have the whole thing playing, probably just 1 bar. Yeah, why am I getting a little blip at the start there? I double click the MIDI note. Oh, it's starting right on the beat. All right. Unless that'll do it. So what I've done there is I've gone select overlapped regions and events. I hit delete. Okay, so now that means that we've done it here as well. So select overlapped regions. Yep. Delete. Same with here. And here. In fact, I could probably just go like this and do it over multiple clips. All right, so at the end of this, okay, so we got the chords doing that riser. And what I'd like to do is just take this bit where it's got the pitch bend. I'll move that there. We'll extend that out as per normal. Okay, so let's drag first part of the chord in here. And I'm going to copy this last one in so we have that finishing. Okay, so what I'm doing here is, I guess it would be like the equivalent of a DJ fading between 2 tracks, right? So I'm trying to crossfade the chords and Anoyo at the same time, and so that everyone's attention gets brought to Anoyo, and then when it smashes in, then they hear the bass and the kick, and everything sounds gigantic. So I got to take the focus away from the chords and bring it on to good old Anoyo. What I could do is filter this up a little bit. So I can just automate our EQ. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So I'll sweep it up. I could put a filter on here, but I'll just use the EQ for now. So go touch. And select. right, so that looks like that. However, I think I might want it to go back down to where it was, just for this region here. Zoom in like that. There we go. Okay, so let's hear how this sounds now. All right, it's getting better. I propose that we get a whoosh in there of sorts. So we can use probably just one of our existing ones. And the up sweeper. Maybe longer up sweep ones. We could do this. And I'm going to cut that off. Whoops. Just this one. And then I'm going to put that in there. In fact, I might put a double one in there just to double emphasize. And then I can shorten this one a bit. I want this to go, you know, choo-choo. Good. So I'm going to leave that the same length. And so I will bring this into view. This cord's going to come back. And I'll get the noise in there now as well. I'm going to listen to the whole thing. Oh, pitch bend. And that's what happens when you start a track after you've only completed half a pitch bend sweep. That's much better. And we'll probably want to do that again, or something similar over here. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so I'll mark off another 4 bars. Edit. Insert silence. And annoyo, the double annoyo this time. Sure. not want to bring the cord into that part. It sounds pretty tough without it. We might just want to, I wonder if we could put that riser up there like this, move the automation. Then we'll cut it there. And do the old double wham wham again. Shrink those down. Copy them over. This pitch riser is sounding, needs something else. Sounds just too much like a synth that's getting pitch bent up. So what could we do to it to mangle it just a little bit more? Do we have any reverb on it? Don't. So now bear with me because I'm going to solo this for a second here. Try some of these weirdo ones. The warped effects, they call them. All right, let's set up a little loop here. None of these are really floating my boat. There we go. A little warbly. Okay, here we go. Didn't do it either. It was crazy though. Okay, let's just load up a large reverb. Big plate. Okay, so I'm just going to adjust the automation here to make it a bit more present, but it's not doing anything because that is a high pass filter. So all I'm doing now is just cutting off all the high frequencies. All right, so I'll just put this back. I'll move the end point right to where it finishes. That does sound better with the reverb. And do we have anything else that happens just before. Get rid of this, and I'm going to move this over because I want the kick just to come smashing in on this one. And I'm also going to move the side chain over here so it starts a bit earlier. That second bit here needs something else because it's just a bit too samey after 145, and then we get this this 8 bars here. Something else needs to happen right here, and so I'm wondering if we could put on one of the chords or something. We can move over the bass that that has the different notes in it. See how that goes. Nope. What about shrinking this one down to 1 measure and just repeating it? That's a bit better. So I'll put this back to read, and then I want the automation to start at this point. There we go. All right, so now I want to have the big boof, the impact, which is right here. And I'm going to put that, whoops, zoom out. There we go. Impact right there. We can have another one. Oops. That's the impact. I would like to have it right there, but not get rid of those other ones. So we'll start it there. Maybe not the the side chain because you can hear a little bit of clicking going on with that. So we'll just put the side chain just at the end. Okay, I'm not totally sold on it. I think there's something we could probably do with this. Maybe bring in the drums a little earlier, or the hats. Okay, so I'm pretty happy now with the way that that flows, and then this second one as well. By the time we do a little outro there, we're at 6 minutes. So we could, what we could do is have this go and just have 16 bars of drums. So move that. Kick at the end. Then you drag this little handle here before you get into the loop one, and before you get to the shrinking one, you can have a set fade on it. So I don't want to have the whole thing play, but we can do that. Oops. There we go. Okay, we'll try that. Better. Okay, that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.